Hello everybody, this is Dana with the Freedom Please channel and essenceofme.com. I'm coming to you all today with a Yarnbox unboxing of the Yarnbox Luxe. So, if you watched my video for the unboxing of November, which was actually about a week or so ago, maybe 2 weeks, you would have seen the new packaging, but this is for the Yarnbox Luxe. And so if you're interested in seeing what we have in this box, well, not we as in you and I, but me, then stick around. If not, I will see you on the next video. I will see you, and let's go ahead and get this thing started. Okay. I'm Dana with the Freedom Please channel and essenceofme.com. I'm coming to you all today with my second unboxing of Yarnbox Luxe. If you are familiar with Yarnbox, 2 months ago, when was it? I believe the first Luxe box went out in September. It couldn't have been that long. In September. And this box will go out, I think it's considered quarterly. That's about right. It was September and now it's December, so I believe it's quarterly. And so we're about to go ahead and open it. I hope this message finds you all well and that you, for my fellow Americans, that you enjoyed your Thanksgiving. It has been a very interesting time in our country for those of you who are outside of the country, but I am not going to talk about that at all. What I am going to do is get to this yarn, okay? So I'm going to show you, it says here, this person's day is about to get a lot better. And they also have the scenery from their website on the box as well. Here we go. I think I cut everything. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, so here's all the stuff is falling out. Here's the inside. Here we go. I've had people comment saying that I'm excited on every box, and I'm going to tell you right now, I will be. If I don't like something, I will tell you. But for the most part, I have not been able to say I don't like it because you may not pick the color since we don't specifically pick our color. So sometimes the yarn may not be a color that I would pick, but usually you don't know fully until you actually use the yarn. But the process of opening, I just don't care what happens. It's just like a birthday every month. I get this box, so I'm going to be excited. So here we go. This is, oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to read this entire thing. Here we go. Yarnbox Luxe for the month of December. It's beginning to look a lot like the holiday season, and we think that Luxe is a great way to spoil or reward yourself after a long year. We've packed this box full of extra special surprises and gifts picked just for you. This box calls to mind the beauty of a winter wonderland without the cold. Two hanks of blue sky alpacas techno are lofty and weightless. The soft merino and alpaca blend is blown into a hollow silk core, creating a yarn that is lighter than air and so fun to knit with and wear. Paired with two beautifully braided hanks of blue sky alpacas Metallico, a blend of alpaca and mulberry silk with plenty of shine, you'll have fun dreaming up projects that use them separately or combine the two. Of course, we've included some help. This box is packed with patterns from top to bottom. Peruse through one of our favorite issues of Pom Pom Quarterly, a UK-based magazine that is fast becoming an industry favorite, packed with 10 patterns, a recipe, and plenty of fun articles. You'll enjoy reading this with a mug of hot cocoa. When you get ready to cast on, be sure to use the included stitch markers. Hollow light beads complement shining snowflakes on stitch markers custom designed for us by Bling Your String. You know us, we can't help but put a little extra icing on the cake, and Blue Sky Alpacas has helped us make the pattern count on this box an even dozen, with 2 printed patterns from their beautiful lineup. That's right, there are 12 patterns in this box. The emphasis was my own. So you'll have plenty of ideas for your first projects of 2015. Okay. I want to read the back of this card at the end of the video, and you want to hear what is on the back of this card, especially if you are a person who loves to knit socks. So stick around to the end of the video. So first thing before I even get in this box, 12 patterns, 12 patterns. 12 patterns. And what I'm loving, according to the way that it sounds, is that I do not have to go and download the patterns, but they are inside this box. So let's get into this box. Here is the box, and I see the pom-pom on top. For my UK-based subscribers, do you subscribe to Pom Pom Magazine? If so, tell us about it in the comments section. This is my first time hearing of it, so I'm looking forward to this. Pom Pom Quarterly, Fading Light, Alexia Lubin. Here we go with names. Alexia Lubin, Diane Walla, Fiona Alice, Lois Tilbrook, Linda Gluck, Marie Sargas, Michelle Wang, Rye, Simone Francis, and Stephanie Palmier. That's, I guess, the names of all of the authors that have patterns inside. Oh, how pretty. Okay, let's see. How can I do this? Okay, I am going to, you know what I'll do? I'm going to show this right now, and I'm going to flip through and maybe do a couple of shots on my phone and insert the footage. So I'm going to just thumb through and tell you some of the patterns that are inside. There is a hat pattern. That's a color work pattern. A sweater. Beautiful pictures. Now the pictures in this, it feels more like a book than a magazine, and I like that because the actual texture of it is not a glossy but more of a matte finish like you would have in a picture book versus a magazine, which tends to have like a glossy effect. So it makes the pictures have it has more of a, I don't want to say muted, but more of a softer texture to the pictures. There is a shawl, a cardigan, and this looks crocheted. It is. A winterberry. It's a blanket. A Fair Isle inspired yoke sweater, a cardigan that is crocheted. Look at that. I gotta show that. Look at that. Okay. There are socks, a scarf, a hat, a cardigan. Oh, I like this. There are mittens. Look at this. Gorgeous. This kind of reminds me of the yarn I'm knitting with. I can't believe that's someone's actual sky. It is. Oh, wow. Okay, there is, a recipe for a mushroom and ale pie. Never heard of it. There are articles. Okay, now, what is this? It looks like a poncho sweater. It's the same one that's on the cover. The patterns are written in both. They're written as well as have some charted features. I love the fact that this pattern actually has a hand-drawn schematic at the bottom. I like that. That little touch. The scarf. Okay, and this is all of the patterns. Gorgeous. Oh, this one too. Look. Oh, they have a tutorial in here of how to make, how to attach a pom-pom. A tubular cast on. I love the tubular cast on. A tubular cast off. Now, this is going to be interesting because these instructions, the font is as if it's handwritten and it's in cursive. And it's just that it's not the neatest looking handwriting, but it's not illegible. So that'll be interesting to see. And that is it. Oh, pom-pom people. Cool stuff. So an entire issue of this magazine. So let's keep going. We have some stitch markers from Bling Your String, and they had stitch markers in the original box of Luxe as well, and I'm using those right now, and I'm so glad they sent me more because I need them. And I'll put more pictures, or if I don't, oh, this is good. There they go. There is also, we haven't even got to the yarn yet. I mean, that book alone. Okay, oh, there we go, my little star. The last one had a little, I think it was a leaf. Was it a leaf? It's a leaf. Okay, this is what's next. It's Zelda Wrap Blue Sky Alpaca's Metallico knitting pattern, number 2602. And it looks like a little booklet. And look. I hope I can put this thing back. Okay, here it is. Look. I love it. Oh, look. It's like vintage. I love this. Now, I actually like this pattern. It's a scarf. And I'm wondering if it has two variations or if it's just has a different construction because this picture's, okay, it's for the cream one, I'm assuming. It's, let's see. Okay, it's one size. It finishes at a length of 72 inches, a width of 12 inches. It calls for 5 hanks of the Blue Sky Alpaca Metallico, which each is 147 yards. So that is 8, about 800. Let's see. I'm going to calculate that up. Oh, 735. It's knit on size 5 needles, US 5. And it has the charting as well as the written instructions. It says this textural and glamorous wrap cascades over your shoulders, giving the luminary appearance of liquid metal. A piece that embodies both fine taste and warmth, then combines them with a supka of mystery. A supkan? They're making me work on my pronunciation. And and it went back easily. Let's keep going. I love this. Okay, here's the other pattern. We are not even at the yarn yet. Oh. Nope, this is knit too. Here it is. It's a rectangle shawl, alpaca silk. 7 hanks of the blue sky alpaca silk. It is calling for a size 5 US 5 knitting needles and a size E crochet hook for the border. 20 inches by 54 inches. I'm going to show you. I like this. This looks really straightforward, and the instructions are, the pattern is really easy. This will be a great pattern if it's your first pattern type of with reading instructions. Okay, let's keep going. I like that, and I like that. I like that soft color too. Okay. This is different. Okay, let me hold it up. Let's hold it up. Look, my face looks like, uh-oh, what are we going to do with this? Okay, here we go. This first one is Techno. 68% baby alpaca, 10% extra fine merino, 22% silk. Oh, so that's what the same thing they had. Fast knitting, no splitting. Okay, luxurious baby alpaca, all whipped up in a silky web for ultra light warmth. Fast knitting, no splitting is what it says. It has 120 yards, hand wash, or dry clean. Okay, let me feel it. This seems like so interesting. You know, sometimes, no, not, which one? When I was knitting with the Noro and I was making the sweater I was working on, some spaces of the Noro had a variation in texture. Some parts were very packed and condensed and seemed like they were thick, the stated worsted, and some parts that went really thin, and it varied like that throughout the entire skein. This feels like some of those thinner places, like it doesn't have a lot of fiber or a lot of yarn in that section. And so this is going to be interesting because it feels like that, but when I pulled on it like this, it didn't feel like it was going to break, and that wasn't true of the Noro. In those spots, I was really nervous about knitting with it because it seemed like it wanted to break apart. So this is going to be interesting because we got 2 skeins of this, and so that would be 240 yards. And so, this is supposed to be knitted with a 10.5 US. They got a baby alpaca on the thing. Wait, hold on. There it is. Can you see it right there? Look at that. That's kind of creepy. Okay. Now, here's the okay, I'm going to say that in a minute. Okay, we also have 2 skeins of the Metallico, a shimmering blend of 50% baby alpaca and 50% raw silk. Silver 1611. I'm sorry, I didn't say the color on this one. It's Metro Silver 1971 on this. And this is Silver 1611. All natural, no dyes. This has naturally occurred shades of baby alpaca blended with the luster of mulberry silk. It is 147 yards per skein. Okay, and so that's 2 yards. That's a little under 300 and 240. Okay. That's everything. That's everything. So we have the patterns. We have the yarn. What are my impressions? First, I'm going to start off with the things that I love. I love the fact that we have the entire book and you get a choice of the patterns that you want to choose, especially because up until this date, I have not knitted or crocheted any of the patterns that they offered. And so that is great for me because I won't have to either go through my patterns, even though I may have to still, but technically, according to this, I shouldn't have to go through my patterns to find something to knit with for this yarn. The another plus side is that you get 12 patterns. So let's just say ballpark, and I'm going to have an accompanying post with this, so you will see what this box is valued at roughly in the blog post, and I will have that link in the description box. The other thing that I was going to say is I do like the fact that one of the patterns was crocheted, but it looked like all the others were knitted. And so that's something that I do want to definitely point out to the knitters that follow my channel. The other thing that I love is I love the stitch markers. I needed them in my yarn box. In November, we received a coupon, and I'm planning to use that because I really like these. These are adorable. And if you see my most recent Yarn Crafters chat, you will see that on that project, I'm using these stitch markers. Well, not these exact ones, but the ones from the last box. So I love that. To the yarn, I am liking the color, but I do have a concern, and I don't know if it's just my selection, but this color is really closely similar to the yarn that I received in my last box, which was the cashmere, which was from heaven. It was like clouds, okay? So that's a concern, the number one, which is the color, in that it's so closely similar to the other color, and because of the yardage being as low as it is, it would end up being that I would make a similar or something closely, it's, I guess, something close to that type of a pattern because of the low yardage, and I would have two of the same color because I don't plan on gifting this. I'm just saying. And so that's a concern. The low yardage on this is a concern because it's 240 yards. Now, you could mix these together, but I don't see that as being something that I would do. The wonderful thing about them having a group, the lights are like adjusting my camera, is that I can watch and see what other people make, but I'm sure I'll probably knit up something before something comes up there, or at least I think I would. What else? I really like this one, but for some reason, I'm bad with remembering what the other yarns were in the other boxes, except for the ones that like really stand out. But I think we got something like this before in the yarn box, but I think it was a small, like a mini skein. I really think we have, but it had sequins on it. I don't remember what the brand was. I'm gonna have to look. Now this is really great, but the thing about it is it's so fine. Like I don't know if I would want to do something with just this. So if you put the two together, it may be that the two can go together at the same time, and you could have the softness of this, and it's very muted in color with this, which has that hint of shine because of the silk, and it also has those little speckles of what appears to be. Okay, now we didn't change the lighting, and now it's super bright. Oh, there, that's a little better. You can see, and I'll take pictures so that you can see. So what do I have to say about this box? At this point, I feel like I'm repeating myself. At this point, I'm going to reserve judgment. Actually, I'm not, because the patterns alone, the patterns, 12 and 6, it's over $70 in patterns. And the patterns were great. So we already know that the money value was there. My dilemma would be, what do you make? Because none of these patterns fit the yardage. So let's see. This one I really like. See, this one is made with 5 of the natural Metallico. Okay, I don't know the difference. That says Metallico. This says Metallico. Oh, because I'm holding the same ones. Oh, the Techno. Okay, so these both have 5 skeins of this yarn. Oh, and the other one has 7, and we only have 2. I'm going to also look in none of these. Let's see. Oh, okay, I take that back. The hat, okay, so if you're a Yarnbox, I don't know why feel like I'm saying something. Yarnbox Luxe subscriber. If you look inside of the magazine, it looks like the Take Heart hat. Now this I like. Okay, it takes 2 skeins of what they're calling tough alpaca Aran. And it says 2 balls of it. So that means for the most part, this should be able to replace that, because this doesn't say the weight, but I'm almost certain this is either an Aran or close to a bulky. But since I knit tight, this will probably be perfect for that pattern. Okay, I'm going to see if there's any others. No, because the others are... Oh, they have some mittens, fingerless gloves here, and that will be great for this probably. See all the pictures there. Okay, we have some little light at the end of the tunnel. Let's see what else. Okay, so what does that mean? This means I'm going to do more research. The pattern that I found for the cashmere, because the yardage on that was low, but we had, I think it was 3 skeins, but the yardage was still low. It was brought to my attention on the forums. So I'm sure once the box is out and it's circulating, that people will begin to post things, and they're really great about that. So I'm about to go because I'm just now realizing how long this video is. So with all of that said, I'm excited about this box. I do not foresee that I would knit the 2 of them together, but according to, if I use the patterns that are in this book, I would just knit 2 separate projects. The hat I would wear, especially now because it's getting chilly, so I'm almost certain I'm going to do that hat. And I think I would use this other one to go with those fingerless gloves. I have never really done, I don't know if they would be considered gloves. Are they considered gloves? Mittens, maybe? But I may try those. I've never done them, and I've seen people do them a lot. And my hands are always cold, so I'm sure. My thing is, it's like, why do you wear fingerless ones? Like, what about your fingertips? Because my fingertips always feel like popsicles. So I'm just wondering. But I guess if you're using them while you knit, you would want them to be fingerless so that you can feel your fingertips and actually knit without having to look at your hands, for the contact. So that's it. I keep saying so that means I gotta go. This is officially the second box from Yarnbox Luxe. I'm still excited about getting the one in the future. I do want to throw some things out there. The only concern I have at this time is not about the quality of the yarn, but it's going to be the color. Now, I do know that in the threads that people swap and all that, I've never done that. Have you done it before? Like gone to a forum and swapped yarn or destashed with someone else? If you have, tell me about your experience. I've done swaps, but I think swaps are different versus you trying to give someone your yarn and get their yarn in return. So I just don't know if I would do that unless I go on there and there are just some wow colors. But I'm kind of have a feeling that since the colors that I have are on like a grayscale, people are usually trying to switch vibrant colors. They usually don't want to get so I don't know. On the other hand, based on the patterns that I think I would use from it, I would love to keep these colors because making a hat with this would match with almost every single thing I wear. So I could put it on with anything. The only other thing that I would have to do, because you can't see this because of the lighting, but it's like little particles or whatever you want to call it every time this yarn moves. So it smells nice and clean though. And it's so soft. And that's going to be probably the biggest pro. And my closing point. Oh, and I have one more thing. That's right. I don't want to forget. My closing point. I loved the softness of that yarn. The last one, when I was knitting with it, it just felt like, oh, like I wanted more of it. And so I'm looking forward to that. And so with that said, I guess I'm back where I was last time. Had the hits or misses and the promising points, the selling points of the box. And so tell me, what do you think? There are 2 skeins of this, 2 skeins of this, stitch markers, and 12 patterns. And this pattern, which is probably the cutest pattern I've ever seen in my life. Isn't that adorable? I wonder if I guess all of them can't, because this one came like an insert. I wonder. So 12 patterns, 4 skeins of yarn, 5, it looks like, I think it was 5 stitch markers. And yeah. Okay. So in closing, I hope they don't mind me sharing this, but it says if you have a friend and you are or someone I would share with. So if you know someone, so now I know you. Nice to meet you. And so last month in the Yarnbox, when they updated the new packaging, I will leave the link to my last video in the description box. But while I was going through, I pulled out a card that had the price changes for the new year. And I was okay with that. But there was something else that I saw on there that caused me to stop and to pause, which is they had the little logo on the card announcing a new offering that I was unaware of until I received my box, which was Yarnbox socks. Okay. Introducing Yarnbox socks. Okay, now let me pause. Okay, I know it's like in this point of the video, these are like my true rock stars. So thank you for hanging around. And I'm going to pause. Now, don't y'all go and subscribe to this and I don't get in, okay? Because they only open it up for a few people. So look out for your girl. If you see a message, email me. Y'all know how to get at me. If you don't, let me know. Don't let the boxes close. Like, don't let the sun go down. And I am not in this. No, I really don't know how to knit socks. We will worry about that later, okay? So this is a pact between us because I'm reading this to you on this extra long video. So here we go. Introducing Yarnbox socks. Who doesn't love a sneak peek at something new? In February 2015, we'll be introducing another new subscription, Yarnbox socks. This box will ship monthly for only $19.95 and will feature enough yarn to make a pair of socks in every box, along with the sock pattern. If you or someone you know, which is you, is an avid sock knitter, okay, I'm not an avid sock knitter, not yet. This is the box for them, loaded with fun and 400 plus yards of yarn in each shipment. The mission to have the coziest, most colorful sock drawer around is only a click away. We're happy to deliver more excitement and great yarn than ever straight to your door in 2015. Thank you for another amazing year of Yarnbox. Happy holidays, Hannah and Michael. And that is from Yarnbox. So if you have not heard, you heard it here first. It is not showing on their website. So if you are a fan of my videos and you watched this video to the end, this was for you. Again, don't forget our pact. Don't let that close and Dana not be a part of it. And all my sock knitters are going to have to help me out because I'm going to have that sock yarn too. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please leave them below. As always, I love your suggestions. So, 240 yards worth of I believe it's Aran weight because it's a nice hefty weight. I don't believe it's bulky, but it's really close to bulky, which is why I'm saying it's Aran. And then there is 200. Was it two? I said 240. 294, I believe, yards of, this feels as if it is, DK. I can't tell just by looking at it, but so far, every time I look at it and I thought it, I was right, but I don't have a surefire way. I'm just going by the way that it feels. So, but I believe I'm going to go with the hat and those fingerless mitten things. I think that will be fun, and they look like they will work up fairly fast because it's not a lot of yarn to knit up. But I welcome any suggestions, comments, questions, or concerns. Thank you so much for your support. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you know someone else that may be interested in the Yarnbox Luxe and they would like to see what's in it, share this video with them. Or if you just have somebody that likes to watch videos and knit, and then share it, please. Right now, as of the date of recording this video, the Yarnbox Luxe, I believe, is open again. And so I'm not certain because that comes and goes, but you can always go to their website, which is yarnbox.com, to find out the information. And lastly, there will be a link in the description box with the link to my blog post for this this box, where I will have the details about the yarn, again, the color, the retail value of the skeins of yarn. I probably won't have it for the patterns other than the 2 separate ones because they are enclosed in a magazine. And I think that is it. Thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing you hopefully sooner than later. Take care and goodbye. You can't be slurping on the video.
Start?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, Mom, if you want to attract the younger crowd, you have got to be funny. No one ever does the exact same thing that they say they're going to do in a video, and they're not funny. Because you always got to be funny. I mean, I get it. You attract some people when you're not funny, but you'll attract more when you're funny. You got to be funny. You know, like me. You gotta